all companies with the pandemic have both challenges and some opportunities. And PepsiCo is so multifaceted, as we just went through some things that may not immediately be obvious. Convenience store sales, for example, of beverages. How would you net describe trying to operate in the pandemic and what it's meant for your company?
Yeah, good morning, Joe. Nice to be with you as well. Obviously, the pandemic has put great challenges on everyone. For a company like ours with such a large supply chain and such a large workforce, it's an even greater challenge than many, I would argue. I would say that we really strengthened as we learned how to navigate through the pandemic and deliver results successfully. The great frontline workforce that we have and the supply chain people we have done a phenomenal job figuring out ways to make our business work well. And as a result, we really delivered strong growth in the fourth quarter. 5.7% was a terrific number. The snack food business grew 5.5%. The beverage business actually grew a little bit faster, about 6%, as we've sort of learned to operate in this interesting environment. And that sort of new set of learnings have led us to the fact that we think we're going to have a very strong 2021. We've put out guidance of mid-single-digit revenue and high single-digit EPS, and we increased the dividend 5%. So we feel like we figured out how to operate successfully in what's obviously a very difficult environment.
I mean, even when we talk about one of your competitors that's just in the beverage business, there are so many things to talk about in terms of supply chains and bottling and Forex and just all as a multinational company. And then you've got all the other parts of the company as well. Has the pandemic, you say one of your goals, to be faster, stronger, and better. Have you learned things that will continue after, hopefully, we get back beyond this, that will help you execute better as a company?
I think we really have. And again, I'll go back to putting the business in the hands of our operators. I think they've done a marvelous job. And one of the things that we have learned in particular is empowering our frontline leaders and empowering our regional operating executives to make good, fast decisions locally is one of the things that's enabled us to accelerate our growth as we've operated in this environment. That's a learning that doesn't just stick with us through the pandemic, but actually will be a learning that stays with us, I think, for the long term.
I mean, Hugh, I would think that comps in certain parts of your business won't be as easy for, like Quaker, like everybody's home for breakfast, you know what I mean? Or I don't know. I don't like saying the COVID-19 in any way that to lessen the tragedy, but that is what people say they've gained in terms of weight. And part of that's got to be Lay's and Fritos and such. I mean, won't it be, aren't there some tailwinds for some of your properties with the stay-at-home and also e-commerce, things like that for you?
Yeah, I think it's a balance, Joe. I think if you look at our results overall for the fourth quarter, every one of our sectors grew at least 5%, and 2 of them grew 8%. So regardless of the environment they're operating in, and it's obviously quite diverse around the world, we figured out how to do this successfully. Clearly, the Quaker business has benefited to some degree from the breakfast at home trend and dinner and meals at home as well. The Frito-Lay business, I think, would have done the same regardless. I think Frito has done a terrific job in the pandemic, but I think we'll come out of this even stronger as well. And the beverage business, which obviously has a big restaurant component, felt the impact. But by the time we got to the fourth quarter, you saw the North American beverage business grow 5.5%. So I think we figured out how to navigate this successfully. At the end of the day, regardless of the channel people choose to go to, they're going to eat, they're going to drink, and they like our products. And as a result of that, I think we're in a good position to continue to grow well.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.